Picking one shooter for PS5 feels impossible when there are this many good ones fighting for your time. I'm Alice, and I spent way too many hours narrowing this down to the ones actually worth your download space. Grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into the list.
Kicking things off at number 1 is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and it earns that spot honestly. The new Omni movement system changes how every gunfight feels, letting you dive, slide, and shoot in ways older Call of Duty games never allowed. Maps feel tighter and smarter this time. Zombies mode is genuinely creepy, in the best way, and campaign missions surprised me more than expected. If you're enjoying this list so far, go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe for more rankings like this one, and drop a comment with your own favorite pick. It really helps this channel out. Ranked play alone has eaten way more of my weekend than I'd like to admit, and I'm still not tired of it. For sheer content volume and replay value, this is the shooter most PS5 players already have sitting on their hard drive. Coming in at number 2, Battlefield 6 brings back the chaos this series is known for. Buildings actually crumble around you mid-fight, vehicles turn entire maps into moving battlefields, and squad play still matters more than solo heroics. The destruction tech alone makes every match feel unpredictable, in a good way. I'll admit the learning curve is steep if you're new to large-scale shooters, but once it clicks, few games on PS5 delivered this much scale and noise at once. Number 3 is Doom: The Dark Ages, and this one leans heavy into brutal medieval mayhem. Instead of pure speed, this entry slows things down slightly and rewards standing your ground, parrying attacks, and crushing demons with a shield saw that feels incredible in your hands. The super shotgun returns in peak form too. Honestly, this might be the most satisfying melee combat in any shooter right now. If gore and metal riffs are your thing, this one hits every single time. At number 4 sits Destiny 2, a game that somehow keeps reinventing itself years after launch. The gunplay still feels the best in the genre. Weapons have real weight, and the loot chase pulls you back in constantly. Story content has genuinely improved too, weaving years of lore into something newcomers can follow. I've quit this game 3 separate times and always come crawling back for one more raid. Few shooters reward long-term investment quite like this one does. Number 5 brings us to Apex Legends, still one of the smoothest battle royales you can play on PS5. Movement is the star here, sliding, climbing, and ziplining across the map while gunfights stay fast and punishing. Legend abilities add just enough strategy without overcomplicating things. Ranked mode can get brutal once you climb higher, but that's honestly part of the appeal for me. If your reflexes are sharp, this game rewards you constantly and never really slows down. 6th on the list is Overwatch 2, a hero shooter that still nails colorful visuals and distinct character design. Every hero plays completely differently, which keeps matches feeling fresh even after hundreds of hours. Team coordination matters just as much as aim here, maybe more. I personally love how forgiving it feels for newer players compared to other competitive shooters. Seasonal events and new heroes keep the roster interesting, making this an easy pick-up and play option. Number 7 is Marvel Rivals, and honestly, this one surprised a lot of people, including me. Playing as Iron Man, Storm, or Spider-Man in fast-paced team fights just hits differently when you grew up on these characters. Destructible environments add another layer most hero shooters skip entirely. The chemistry system between certain heroes creates some genuinely clever combos too. If you love comics and want a shooter that actually feels like its universe, this belongs in your rotation. 8th up is Rainbow Six Siege X, the tactical shooter that still demands patience and precision. Every wall can be breached, every angle matters, and one wrong peek ends your round instantly. This isn't a game you win through reflexes alone, it's about reading your opponent. I still get nervous clearing rooms after years of playing this. For anyone craving slower, smarter gunfights instead of constant chaos, Siege X remains one of the sharpest tactical shooters available on PS5. Number 9 is Valorant, bringing tactical shooting together with unique character abilities. Rounds are tense, economy management matters, and one clutch play can swim an entire match. The ability kit on each agent adds depth without drowning out pure gun skill. I've spent way too many nights grinding rank in this one, chasing that next tier. If Counter-Strike ever felt too plain for you, Valorant's mix of strategy and flair might scratch that same competitive itch.
Rounding out the top 10 is Fortnite, still somehow one of the biggest shooters on the planet. Zero build mode especially has become a legitimate competitive scene of its own, stripping away construction and focusing purely on gunfights and rotations. Constant collaborations keep the map feeling brand new every season. I'll admit I underestimated this game for years, but the core shooting mechanics genuinely hold up. It's an easy recommendation whether you're playing casually or chasing ranked glory. Number 11 is Call of Duty Warzone, the Battle Royale side of the Call of Duty universe. Massive lobbies, vehicle chases, and loadout drops create constant tension across every match. Verdansk's return brought a wave of nostalgia that honestly reignited my interest in the mode. Gunfights feel faster and deadlier than most other battle royales out there. If you want big-scale chaos with familiar Call of Duty gunplay underneath it, Warzone still delivers that experience reliably. 12th on this list is The Finals, a shooter built entirely around destructible arenas and creative team strategy. Buildings collapse mid-fight, floors cave in, and entire structures change how a match plays out in real time. It's genuinely one of the most visually chaotic shooters available right now. I love how unpredictable every round feels because the map itself becomes a weapon. If you're bored of static maps, this game flips that formula completely upside down. Number 13 is Titanfall 2, and honestly, this game deserves way more attention than it gets. The single-player campaign alone features one of the most creative level designs in shooter history. Multiplayer combines fast wall-running movement with massive mech battles, a combo few games have matched since. It still baffles me this game isn't more popular today. If you've never played it, this might be the most underrated shooter on this entire list. 14th is Far Cry 6, an open-world shooter that blends stealth, explosions, and sandbox creativity. Yara's world feels alive, filled with side content, unique weapons, and resistance fighters helping your cause. You can sneak through enemy camps quietly or charge in guns blazing with a rocket launcher strapped to your back. I personally love the chaos option every single time. For players wanting a shooter with a proper story wrapped around the gunplay, this delivers well. Number 15 is Back 4 Blood, the spiritual successor fans of zombie co-op shooters have been waiting for. Missions are varied, weapon customization runs deep, and the card system changes how each run feels completely. Playing with a friend or two makes this significantly better than solo runs. Difficulty spikes hard on higher settings, which honestly keeps things exciting instead of repetitive. If you loved Left 4 Dead, this scratches that exact same itch nicely. 16th on the list is Cyberpunk 2077, which has become one of the most immersive first-person experiences on PS5. Night City feels genuinely alive. Gunfights blend with hacking and stealth options, and the story pulls you in for dozens of hours. Weapon variety ranges from smart guns to melee mantis blades, keeping combat fresh throughout. I still think about certain story moments long after finishing it. This one proves FPS games can carry real emotional weight too. Number 17 is Metro Exodus, a survival shooter soaked in dread and atmosphere. Ammo feels precious, gas masks fog up during fights, and every encounter carries real tension because resources stay limited. The shift to open environments added freedom without losing that claustrophobic horror feeling the series is known for. Few games make you this nervous during quiet moments. If atmospheric, story-driven shooters appeal to you, Metro Exodus remains one of the genre's best-kept secrets. 18th is Doom Eternal, still one of the fastest and most relentless shooters ever made. Combat becomes a rhythm once you learn resource management, switching between chainsaws, grenades, and flame belches mid-fight. The soundtrack alone pumps enough adrenaline to carry weaker games entirely on its own. I've never felt more powerful in a shooter than sprinting through hordes here. If non-stop, high-intensity action is what you're after, Eternal rarely lets you slow down. Number 19 is Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, a shooter that somehow balances brutal violence with genuine emotional storytelling. BJ Blazkowicz feels like a real character here, not just a gun-holding avatar, and the alternate history setting gives every mission weight. Dual-wielding weapons never gets old, especially against Nazi war machines. I was honestly surprised how much the story stuck with me afterward. This deserves a spot on any serious FPS recommendation list. 20th on this list is Borderlands 3. blending FPS gunplay with heavy RPG loot systems. Millions of procedurally generated guns keep every drop exciting, and 4-player co-op makes chaos even more fun with friends. The humor leans juvenile at times, but honestly, that's part of its charm for me. Vault hunters each play differently enough to justify multiple playthroughs easily. If loot chasing excites you as much as gunplay does, this shooter delivers both in spades.
Number 21 is Sniper Elite 5, built entirely around patience and long-range precision. The X-ray kill cam still feels satisfying every single time, showing exactly how that bullet ended someone's day. Levels are large and layered, rewarding players who scout routes instead of rushing forward. I genuinely enjoy the quieter pace this game offers compared to faster shooters on this list. For anyone who loves methodical planning over chaos, this remains a standout pick.
22 brings us to Payday 3, a co-op heist shooter built around planning and teamwork. Stealth options let you slip past guards quietly, or you can go loud and turn a bank into a war zone instantly. Coordinating with friends during a chaotic escape genuinely creates some of the best gaming moments I've had recently. Heists feel tense from start to finish when things go sideways. If crime fantasy shooters with real stakes interest you, check this out. Number 23 is Splitgate 2, mixing classic arena shooter gunplay with portal-based movement mechanics. Placing portals mid-fight to flank, escape, or ambush opponents adds a layer no other shooter really offers right now. Matches move incredibly fast once you get comfortable placing portals under pressure. It reminded me how fun pure arena shooters used to feel before everything became Battle Royale. If you miss old-school FPS energy, this one brings it back nicely. 24 on the list is Deep Rock Galactic, a co-op FPS built around mining, exploring, and surviving underground caves as dwarves. Every mission generates procedurally, so no cave ever plays out the same way twice. Teamwork genuinely matters here, especially when swarms of alien bugs corner your squad underground. I love how goofy and fun this game stays, even during intense missions. For laid-back co-op shooting with friends, this remains an easy recommendation every time. Closing out the list at 25 is Star Wars Battlefront 2, a shooter that finally delivered on its promise years after launch. Playing as iconic heroes and villains across massive battles still feels special if you grew up loving this galaxy. Space battles at a scale few shooters even attempt anymore. Content has expanded significantly since release, fixing most early complaints fans had. If nostalgia and blaster fights sound appealing, this one closes the list on a high note.